years.
Now, all residential roads in Lancashire will have a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit by 2013. The £9 million plan follows several pilot schemes in the county and comes a day after that report, which showed that the North West has the highest rate of road traffic injury in England. But the idea has divided opinion.
It has. You've already been giving us your thoughts on Facebook. Olga Lawson says, brilliant idea. Some people use side streets like racetracks, whereas Tom James says, why not enforce 30 a bit better? 20 is too slow. Well, Kate Sims is at one of those pilot schemes in Preston right now. Kate.
Yes, I'm on a busy estate in the Lancashire area of Preston. You can probably see we're on a bus route here. There's a school just down the road and we're surrounded by houses, and all that makes for quite a lot of traffic, quite a lot of cars. Now, as you can see, for the past few months, the area's been subject to a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit, and Lancashire County Council now want to roll out that speed limit to all residential roads across the county. Now, it's a big job, so can it work? I spent some time in Lancashire trying to find out. The signs ask for moderation. The motorists don't always comply.
The car is still speeding down the road.
Disregarded is a joke. They can't observe the 30-mile-per-hour limit, so how would you expect them to observe a 20-mile-per-hour limit?
But Lancashire County Council says all its residential roads will be limited to 20 miles per hour by 2013.
It's going to cost about £9 million to do it in the whole of Lancashire, and we're going to start outside schools. That's where my main focus is in the first year, and then roll it out to other residential areas in Lancashire.
The evidence speaks for itself. The North West has the highest road traffic injury rates in England. 29,000 people are injured on our roads every year. More than 5,000 of those injuries happen here in Lancashire. And in 2008, Preston was the worst place in the country for child casualties. 1 in 206 children here were involved in an accident.
In Warrington, a 20-mile-per-hour scheme was piloted here for 18 months, and people here say it can save lives and money.
What they found was a 20+% reduction in casualties, and the outcome was that they decided to roll out 20-mile-an-hour speed limits across the whole town over time.
But sceptics say a blanket ban isn't the answer.
You have to look at the evidence and decide whether your limited resources would be better spent on enforcing particular speed limits, lower speed limits in particular areas at particular times.
Hi, Becky. And back in Preston, the mums on the school run are worried signs aren't enough.
Daniel nearly got run over. The car had to emergency stop because it was going so fast.
I think people still drive faster than 20.
So you don't think it's made any difference?
No.
The council insists this is a long-term plan designed to change attitudes to driving. Now, I should say that Lancashire County Council acknowledge that speed limits only work if they're enforced, but they also say the people that tend to speed in residential areas live locally. So they're asking the communities who live in areas like this to work together, to talk to each other, to help enforce this ban by asking each other to slow down. And in some cases, they're talking about giving community groups speed guns so that they can report speeding motorists to the relevant authorities. Now, the council acknowledge this is no quick fix, but they say this is about changing hearts and minds and winning over people, and they say that in the long term they believe it can save lives.
Thank you very much, Kate. Lots of those points raised by you, in fact, because we put it on our Facebook as a question earlier this afternoon, and on Twitter at BBC NWT. Here's a few. N-Current tweeted to say, I live in Portsmouth, where we introduced this a year ago. Took a while to change driver behaviour, but it makes a real difference.
Yes, Michael tweets that 20 mile an hour works well here in Preston, but only when combined with speed bumps.
Yeah. On Facebook, Scotty says if they're going to drop the speed in residential areas to 20 miles an hour, then they should increase main roads to 40 to make up for it.
And on email, John from Darwin says a local beat officer told him that there was no police speed units that would operate below 30 miles an hour. And he says there seems little point in using money to install 20 mile an hour signs when no action will occur.
And Reginald tweets, Morecambe has introduced 20 mile per hour in many of its side streets, but he says that as the signs are so small, it's ignored in the main. So those are some of your opinions. And of course, if there are any comments or opinions you want to share with us on this, or indeed any other matter in the news that takes your fancy, then you always can. There are the addresses through email, Twitter and Facebook.
And I'm at Gordon Burns NWT on Twitter. Should you
always
want to
forget
send
to
it to me
mention you.
too?
Always forget
At
to
Gordon
mention
Burns NWT. Now, still to come in North West tonight.
Join me.